The race for Rockford's 11th Ward Council seat heats up as competitors count down the days to next week's consolidated primary election.
WIFR News reporter Sydney Stoffregan hears from both candidates about just what they feel makes them right for the job.
It's not time to slow down. It's time to keep moving.
Feel we need that leadership and that voice.
Democrats Isidro Barrios and Jaime Salgado say they can be that voice for Rockford's 11th Ward. Barrios took over the seat after the death of Tuffy Quinones. He believes his biggest win is infrastructure, helping secure millions of dollars for road reconstruction.
Big project coming up here in the 11th Ward is the reconstruction of 11th Street. So we're going to do very new sidewalk, very new streets, curves, bike routes. It's a beautiful project.
Salgado currently sits on the Winnebago County Board. He feels he can be more effective with the city.
I want to transition over into solving some of the issues within the neighborhoods, primarily the Broadway corridor and the Midtown District, and developing the businesses and blight that exists in our community.
Bringing new residents to the 11th Ward is a goal for Barrios. He wants the city to capitalize on the Northern Illinois Land Bank, which rehabilitates condemned homes.
Let's continue improving our neighborhoods. Be friendly with your neighbor and help your neighbor.
But Salgado believes we should first crack down on crime.
How do we address those issues at the core and not just say, oh, we're going to put more police officers? You know, that's fine and great. It will reduce some of that. At the end of the day, it's not going to solve the root cause.
In Rockford, Sydney Stoffregan, WIFR News.
Whoever wins February 25th will appear on the consolidated general election ballot on April 1st. You can find polling locations on voterockfordil.gov.